Everyone's talking about AI in sales, right? Like, is it going to replace salespeople altogether? Well, we're diving into that today. Specifically, does good old-fashioned hustle, face-to-face interaction, still matter when algorithms are writing sales pitches?
Right. Right.
We're looking at Augusto Salomon's work on this. He's got a pretty impressive resume.
Yeah, he's got some serious street cred. I mean, he wrote Moonshot Sales and Artificial Intelligence, Building Tomorrow.
Exactly. So not a Luddite, not afraid of technology, clearly.
No, no, not at all.
Uh,
In fact, he's all about how AI, automation, using data, that's transforming sales. It's not just some futuristic fantasy. It's happening now.
Okay, so walk me through this. What's Salomon's take on how AI is actually changing the game?
Well, he talks about how AI can personalize pitches, like down to the individual client, which is kind of mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah. So does that mean we should all just, like, fire our sales teams and let the robots take over?
That's a great question, and that's actually where it gets really interesting. Salomon says, hold on, not so fast. He sees technology as a tool, like a really, really powerful tool,
Okay,
but it's still a tool for salespeople, not a replacement for them.
got it.
And he points to Harvard Business School professor Frank Seebeeds, who says the real magic happens when humans leverage these advancements,
Right.
not when they're replaced by them.
So it's like having the best espresso machine in the world. It doesn't mean you don't need a skilled barista to make a great latte.
100%. You still need that human touch.
Yeah.
You need someone who can read between the lines, understand a client's needs, build a relationship. AI can't do that, at least not yet, and it can't adapt on the fly the way a human can.
And speaking of that human touch, Salomon talks about the shoe leather approach, which, okay, sounds a little old school.
Right.
So why is that still relevant in our digital world? Why is it so important to, pound the pavement?
It comes down to trust. Trust is everything in sales, right? And building that trust. Nothing beats face-to-face interactions. There was this MIT study that found in-person meetings build stronger, longer-lasting relationships because you get that double whammy information exchange, but also that trust building that happens when you're physically present.
Okay, that makes sense. But so many meetings are virtual now. I mean, do we really need to be in person? Does it actually move the needle?
I think it can be huge, especially now. Everyone's zoomed out.
Right.
We're getting bombarded with emails and meeting requests. But if you're that person who actually shows up, ready to listen, ready to have that conversation, that makes a statement. It shows commitment.
Yeah.
And you just can't replicate that depth of connection through a screen.
So even in our digital world, that physical presence, that willingness to go the extra mile, it still matters.
Absolutely. And Salomon's not saying remote sales is bad. It's just reality for most of us. But for those really big deals, or when you're just starting to build a relationship,
Yeah.
that in-person element can be the thing that tips the scales. It shows that you're invested.
So to wrap up, it seems like technology can be great for streamlining things.
Right.
But that human element, the ability to make a genuine connection, to build trust, that's how you close deals.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes Salomon's perspective so valuable. It's not technology or a human interaction. It's how do we use technology to enhance those human interactions, right?
Totally.
So here's something to think about. In what situations have you found that face-to-face interaction was absolutely essential for building trust with a client?
Great question. And listeners, let us know your thoughts on that. We'd love to hear from you.